Hey friends, welcome back to the Make Your Be podcast. I think we're on episode 11 maybe. Hope you're doing well. We got some knitting stuff so we can all knit together, or I guess I'll talk, you knit kind of thing. You're gonna notice a lot less plants around me right now. We have all of our plants are infested with mealybugs. Zoe brought home a really beautiful big monstera that had its like second holes already, and it was all very exciting until it gave all the bugs to all the plants. And so all of our plants are like in remission, I guess. They're just all kind of tucked in different corners to try to keep them all separate to try to get all the bugs off of them. So it's been about a month of battling. They're disgusting little bugs. Do not look them up. They're awful. I hate them. But I'm looking at the plant next to me and it's still covered. Ugh, so stressful. Anyways, less plants today. Still lots of fun though. And I have like so much to show you, so much to talk about. A lot of new yarn, a lot of whips, some finished objects. Yeah, that's all I got to tell you right now, so let's get into it, I guess. In this podcast, we do big finish. We end with the finished objects, obviously, because I don't know why everyone else starts with finished objects, because, I don't know, we're doing a big finish at the end. So we're going to do a big finish at the end. But Zoe and I just got back from a trip to Montreal. We did 5 days in Montreal, and I did some shopping because I wanted to. And Zoe also bought me some yarn as a fun little treat, and my mom also bought me some yarn when she was here in February. And it's been a month, and I'm actually embarrassed with the amount of yarn that I have in this pile. So I'm just gonna show it all to you, and we're just gonna enjoy that. Yeah. Okay. Most of this stuff has a purpose. Like, I've bought things with the intention of using them for certain things, so that's okay. A lot of it doesn't have a purpose yet, and maybe like an assumed purpose that I know will turn into something else. Yeah, okay. So what did I buy? There is I went to my local yarn store, which is an hour away from me. Hee local in the not so local sense. And I got 3 of these bulky boucle yarns from Koigu Origins, and you can see the colors are very me pastels, and it's really friggin' squishy. And I want to make that flower cardigan that not Knit Picks, oh my god, that Knit Collage puts out. It has like a flower in the armpit and it's really big. It's a cardigan. I really want to make that with this, but I just need to find contrast colors for it. So that's my next mission, or maybe I'll like have some variegated yarn. Not variegated, marled yarn. So I got 3 of these, make a little cardigan probably. But these are, my mom bought me these as a little present. We were in the yarn store, like kind of doing like a day trip out to the valley, and she was nice enough to like pass a little gift on, so she got me these. And also she also got me these, such pretty colors. They're from Handmaiden. They're all 10% cashmere. They're all fingering weight. They're the Casbah base. The Casbah base is what I used for, you're gonna see it later on in a finished object, but it's the fingering Casbah and not the, Elton, please stop that, Elton. So my mom also got me these. They're like a purple base, they're really pretty. This purple, and then there's a contrast color that actually really reminds me of, oh, did I not bring it over? Oh no, I did, I'm sitting on it. It reminds me of something that Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co would do, maybe. But it's got like very faint blues and pinks, and these are all fingering weight. I'm probably gonna do like a colorwork sweater, and then I was also thinking the Gigson sweater from Kiyomi and Sashiko Bergen. It's in their Moon and Turtle book, and so I was thinking about that as well. That's on my Make 9 for this year, so I could probably bin that out. But also, I never wear stripes, but maybe I would wear stripes. I just don't know. Also, this yarn is so nice and soft. I don't know. Would I wear stripes? You tell me would I wear stripes? I don't think I would, but those are from my mom. Those were all like a nice little gift from her, and they were all on sale too, which was nice. Yeah, and maybe a nice spring sweater. I don't know. Next up is, okay, so I bought all of this next yarn, slash Zoe bought this yarn for me at a yarn store in Montreal, because that's where we were, called Maison, or no, Espace Tricot. And I think tricot means knitting in French. I could be very wrong, I could be very right. It's Espace Tricot. And I wasn't gonna, it was about an hour on the bus or on the metro from where we were staying. And I was gonna not, pardon me. I was gonna not make the trip because it was so far. I was on their Instagram and I was looking at them, and they had all this stuff about size inclusion and anti-racism. And I find there are so many local yarn stores that are so quiet, especially in Canada, like especially up north, that don't say a friggin' word. They just kind of like, they're like, oh, like, we're not saying anything for or against anything. So I like someone that like shares their values and is open about what they believe in. And so I was like, okay, so these people believe in what I believe in, so I'm gonna go give my money to them. Perfect. And also because I stopped at some other yarn stores in Montreal and just didn't find anything that I liked. There's a lot of like pastels, grays, and like pastels, not in the pink, purple, blue sense, but in like the like grayscale pastels. I don't know if that makes sense, but very muted colors. And I don't do muted. I don't know if you know anything about me, but I don't do muted. That's not really my vibe. So I had to go to this place. I kept striking out all these other yarn stores, and I had all this money saved also that I wanted to spend in Montreal. And I was like, it was burning a hole in my pocket almost. And so I went to Espace Tricot. Oh no, yes, Espace Tricot, and it did not disappoint. I spent so much money there, and I'm gonna spend more money there online because I have to pick up some of the yarn that I didn't get that time that they have coming in order. So what did I get there? I got a lot of wish list stuff. So first up, super easy, I got this nice green color, and I'm gonna do a mesh pullover with that. It's a lace, it's got a lot of really good stretch. Yeah, it's kind of like it's a green, you know, it's like that chartreusey kind of color that is so in right now. It's from Julie Asselin, Yarn and Threads, or Asselin maybe it's Julie Asselin en français, and the color is Olay, which I think is really cute, and spun in Canada, which is nice as well. But yeah, that's gonna be a pure mesh pullover. I'll probably have that on the needles next podcast. I just want to get it in and out before summer. And then I got these three. I've never worked with knitting for olive yarn, but I love this orange. It's pure silk. It was $14 a skein, so it was a pretty good price for it. And I really want to make a soul tank with it by Jacqueline C. Slick. I think it's just so pretty, and maybe I'll do a washcloth with the bits I have left over, but it's just such a pretty design and I had to make it. I've been looking at it for, when did it come out, like 2.5 years ago? I've been looking at it for like 2.5 years, and so I might as well just make one up, right? With this pretty yarn, I bought enough yarn to last me for 6 months, I think. And that's what I bought for myself. Oh, and the last thing I bought, I have 3 more things that I bought for myself. La Bien-Aimée has been on my wish list since the dawn of time, and I finally got these, and I just think they're lovely. The color is Ichigo maybe, but that pink is very me. So I'll probably do like a color work with like a DK colorwork sweater, not the Soldonta, but something similar. Like I want a cropped sweater so I can use this for the body. That's on my, and I'll have to, you can tell they're very different. They're the same colorway, but they're very different, so I'll have to definitely do a skein. alternating skeins. There we go. I'll have to alternate skeins. It took my very second to process, but we got there eventually. Yeah, very pretty. I love the peach color with the hot pink. Very reminiscent of Kindred Red yarns, Amalia. That makes me think of, oh, anything bright makes me think of Amalia. And then I bought, okay, so I bought one of these. It's called the Gleaner, but it's supposed to take it's supposed to be a lint roller. I probably should have taken the lint off, but then a shredder for the shredder. I'm gonna put a shredder on my knit sweaters. It's supposed to clean off all the bits, you know, when they pill under your sleeve, the pilling. Supposed to get the pilling out from under your armpits and also all your other knits. So I thought that was really interesting and I'm gonna try it. Apparently it's really good, but maybe I'll do a little review on that afterward. But I'm excited to try it because, you know, I'm not tiny and so my shit pills because everything I own rubs and that's normal. And pilling actually happens to everyone as well, so yeah. A lot of pilling on my shit, and so I'd like for it not to be pilled. It'd be great. Wouldn't it be nice if our shit ever pilled? Yes, but it does pill, so hence the Gleaner. It's gonna be a bit crinkly, just so you're aware. It's in plastic, so there's gonna be some crinkles coming up. The last thing I bought myself at the yarn store was the Baccarat Monk, which is a pullover. It's gonna be that guy. It's a kit. I don't usually buy kits, but I seen this in store and I loved it. I loved it so much. I thought it was so cute and the yarn is so soft. It's llama, wool, and rayon, which I never worked with. I always work with wool, never work with llama ever, never work with rayon ever, so I thought I'd give it a shot. And the colors are super cute. They didn't have the base color for me, so I'm going to have to order online when it comes in, and that's okay. But yeah, I really want to make this, so I bought a kit. I went rogue and I bought a kit. Yeah, and I'm stoked on it. I think it's so cute, and the colors are really cute too. I'm very excited about it. Okay, so then that's all I bought for myself. Zoe was kind enough to buy some things for me. I went to the washroom to try on the sweater. They had a sample in my size, which was really cool. So I was able to go and try the sample on for the sweater before I decided to buy the kit. So I tried it in the washroom, tried it on, and when I was in the washroom, Zoe was being very sneaky. I had pulled these out from the racks because I wanted to pick one, and she bought them all for me. So, bless her heart. These are all Surrey. They're such pretty colors. I'm definitely thinking something from the new Pom Pom magazine. I have that coming in the mail. I ordered it from Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. But it's it's 25% silk, 25% Surrey. Baby Surrey. Oh, and the color names are so fun. This one, it's from Amelia and Philomène. L'un tiene à la main. Clements, they're all Clements. That's the base, probably. Sorry, I got a little confused reading there. It's all in French, which I should catch up on my French knitting terms. But this color is Andy Warhol, which I think is a cute, really cute name. Hey, look at that, so pretty. Oh, I'm so excited to make something with it. This one is Clements Septembre Toujours. No, that can't be the color name. Oh yes, Septembre Toujours, which I believe means September always, which is really cute. I got two of these. I'm hoping my order from Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. comes before I order shit for the main color for that sweater, because then I can order more of these if I need them for yardage, something in the magazine. The last color is called Stay Home. Look at that pink. I think this is gonna look so fun on me. This is like a fall set in my mind, which I know speaks to how individual color preferences, but this is like what my ideal fall colors are. And that's everything that is new to me. I know I bought a lot of stuff, which is unlike me, actually, really unlike me. But I actually only bought like 3 things for myself. So everything else was bought for me by a loved one, which is really nice. Okay, so on to works in progress, because there's a few of them. When I was in Montreal, this one isn't very interesting, so I'll show it to you first. But when I was in Montreal, I said I was going to work on my ripple crop top. You can see I didn't get too far on it because I wasn't knitting at all. We were very busy. I did get to knit and walk around the art galleries though. I seen Nicholas Party. He's an artist from Sweden, I believe. And it was really, like, if you're in Montreal and you get to see one of his exhibits, or I think he's showing all over the world, to be honest, but his exhibits are so interesting. He curates the entire thing himself. And it's just a bunch of still lifes, and they're like these rich, beautiful colors, and he paints murals behind the paintings to help show them. It's really beautiful. So I got to knit the whole time I was seeing that. He doesn't like say anything very interesting, like he's just like a nepotism baby, I think, who is very talented as well, and he just makes art and shows it, and it's all still lifes. But he incorporated some of the museums, or the gallery, is it a gallery museum? Some of the gallery's stuff with his own, and it was just really cool to see. Like, I really enjoyed it. And I got to knit on this when I was walking around, and I got a decent amount done. There's quite a few mistakes, I wasn't looking at it. I pride myself on not having to look when I knit, but we all make mistakes, right? This color's really fun. It'll be finished sometime. I'll take it when I go to BC to see my mom. I'll probably take it with me then. I find the ripple crop top is like a perfect travel project because you need 1 set of needles and 2 skeins of yarn for my size. And I think the largest size, you only need 3 skeins of yarn, so you don't have to carry much with you. It's all fingering weight. It takes forever, because my absolute nightmare would be to go on vacation and run out of knitting to do. Like, oh, that sounds awful. And so I feel like it takes forever. So at least when you're traveling, it takes forever. And you never run out of stuff to do. And yeah, I'm not gonna run out of stuff to do. I have to split for sleeves next, and I'll do it before I travel again. But this will be my travel project for this year. I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon, and that's okay. I'm not in any rush. Maybe I'll wear it spring 2023. But yeah, it's a really good travel project for me. And into this little bag, this is from Botanical Fibers. I have beat the shit out of this bag. It used to be so blue. It's been through the wash like 9 million times. It's covered in coffee stains, but it does the trick. It's a bag nonetheless. It's a good bag. Other works in progress. I actually casted on this morning. It's so cute. These are the little check socks from Summerly Knits. Super cute, right? I'm loving, I don't know if you can see the new color added in there, but the blue and the pink, very graphic, very fun. This is in Bundle C from Puzzle Tree Yarns. I did this all in like 2 hours, which is, if you're not a knitter, that's decent enough for a slow knitter like myself. I love the colors. It's really fun, and little check socks are on my Make 9, so I'm working through my list. God bless us, everyone. I'm doing my absolute damnedest, I'm doing my damnedest to work through that list. I've already I finished 1 thing from my list out of 15. I'm on the right track. But yeah, you can see I'm doing pretty good. I like the colors on this, and Summerly Knits just makes good patterns. This is a pattern I definitely could have figured out by myself just by looking at it, but I'm at the point in my knitting where like I can kind of figure out what I'm supposed to do for things, unless it's a lace pattern. But I don't know, it would feel so weird to make someone's pattern without buying it first. That would be terrible. So obviously I had to buy it because I gotta buy her creativity. She deserves money for her pretty little brain, so that's that. I'll probably have them done by the next podcast. Colorwork socks for me go so fast because they're so potato chippy. You just like I'm like, okay, one more row, one more chart. Yeah, So I'll have these done pretty soon, I hope. But they're super cute. I love them. I love them. Next whip, another easy one. I cast on yesterday. All this work is done yesterday. But this is the keyhole scarf by Northside Knit Co, I believe. It's a free pattern just in their highlights on Instagram. But this will go all the way around. And there's a little hole here, which you can see. And the hole will go all the way around. And there'll be another one of these, and that will go through the hole. The little keyhole scarf. Amazing. The yarn for this is Citron by Lichen and Lace, and I use it for a contrast color on one of my finished objects and also in my cordy sweater. And this is the main color of my cordy sweater on here. It's going to be two-toned. So I'm just like using up some scraps with this, and it'll be a good little spring scarf, I think. Not a very good winter scarf, but a really good spring scarf. Going quick, and it's a free pattern. So fun. Fun to have a free pattern. My last work in progress, I think, I finished some, I've been doing a lot of little things recently, but my last big work in progress, I showed you the sleeve on this last time. I did not show you the main body because I hadn't started it, so this is the main body of this thing that I'm about to show you. I'm sorry, this yarn's stuck. Here we go. And Elton's being bad. Elton, please get down. I can't stop him. He's just a bad boy. He's just a stinky bad boy. This is, sorry, my wallflower pullover by the Petite Knitter. Not Petite Knit, the Petite Knitter. You can see that it's all color work here. This thing is kicking my ass. It looks really good from afar, actually. I'm surprised. Look at that. Super cute. It'll hit me kind of here. It's on the belly. And then I've got one sleeve done, and when that sleeve's attached, I'm gonna make the other sleeve. And then it's all good from there. But this is one of my Make 9, and I'm really happy that I'm actually working on it. The yarn is my own hand-dyed and some locally grown wool, which is really nice. So it feels very very granola-y, very crunchy, you know what I'm saying? I love it. I actually really hated it for a minute because it was going so slow. And I think it was only going slow because there's other stuff I wanted to do more than this. But I've kind of settled into it more, and I hate it significantly less than I hated it before. I have, how many more pattern repeats? Or I guess not even pattern repeats, with one chart. So I've got about like 15 more rows in the color work, and then I'll attach a sleeve and make another sleeve and attach that, and it'll all be done. And it's all zoom zoom from there, just up the neck. I think it'll be cute for layering in the summer over like campfire sweater style, you know. And it's supposed to be cropped, but you can see how big this is. Like, not big. It'll be 12 inches under my armpit, which is way more than I usually do. I think a crop sweater for me is like 7 or 8 because I have a really short torso. And I'm not used to making things so long, so it's nice and wide, so it'll be hopefully a little oversized on me. But yeah, that's that on that. And then I have some finished objects to show you. I finished 4 things this month. Not a whole lot, and that's okay. 2 were self-drafted, which is kind of fun, and 1 was a impulse cast on by accident. So I'll show you the impulse cast on. This is Best Beret by James Watts. I'm holding it like this because it is still blocking in theory. It's still a little wet from block. I blocked it last night. But it's super cute. Look at this thing. Did I say it's my own hand dyed? Probably, because I love saying that. My own hand dyed. Good for spring. Not very warm. Fun. Keeps your hair down. Having a bad hair day. Tuck it into a beret. And bright colors. And I have a toque in a lot of bright colors and I wear it all the time. So beret and bright colors. Pattern was super easy. It took me, I think, like 24 hours total. I would definitely, this is like a good weekend project, you know, cast it on, cast it off kind of thing. And it's so satisfying because the part that is getting bigger is really quick, and then you turn the corner and go all the way in, and it goes faster and faster and faster because there's less and less stitches. It's all very fun. But I would 1000% make like this over and over again. I think this is a nice gift to give as well. Be a good gift present. Good gift present. Good gift knit is what it is. Good for spring. Everyone make one right now. Go, go, go. Okay. Next, I'll show you my self-drafted vest. I was wearing this earlier, but I took it off because I didn't want to be like, it's very distracting. It has a lot going on. Everyone marvel, take a minute for the vest. I think I said this before, but I really don't like bulky patterns typically. I think actually I said that 9 million times, and I'm sure you're plenty aware that I don't love bulky patterns, and that's okay. So I said, you know what, I'll do it myself. And I did do it myself. It looks dang cute. Yes, it does. Pretty proud of it. I like it quite a bit. Probably, I don't know, wear it all the time. I have another cardigan knit by a designer that I don't support very much anymore, in the same colorway with fringe. And I like the fringe, and I wanted to like feel good while wearing something, so I just made it again, but more me. And I'll definitely wear this. I'll wear the hell out of it. Very springtime. Look at it move. I love it. Okay, next, I'm so proud of this next one. This was like kind of like the most intensive self-drafted anything I've ever done. This is my bobblehead balaclava. Hello. Oh shoot, sorry, we're not talking about, shh. Okay, pretend I didn't do that. This colorway is It's a Party by Trailhead Yarns. And you should all check out the yarn because it's really pretty. And it's cotton, it's bulky, it's really cute. Anyways, back to bobblehead balaclava. Okay, so all of my friends have been making balaclavas. It's very popular right now, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it, blah, 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 blah. But you know what? If someone is, anyone's ever like, hey, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump off a bridge too? I don't, you know, if your friends made a balaclava, would you do that too? Okay, first of all, my friends are very smart. Very smart, very talented, funny, interesting, gorgeous. I have great friends. If they're jumping off a bridge, there's probably something awful behind us, or the jump is really fun, or it's a good idea. If they're jumping off the bridge, it's a good idea. I have great friends. So 100% if my friends make something, I'm gonna make it too, because they're the best and they're very smart. And I would be not smart not to do what everyone else does, because we do it for a reason. Anyways, I started off making a cowl with this, but I just had to try the balaclava. This is a bubble stitch. Bubble stitch? It's a bubble stitch, not a bobble stitch, a bubble stitch. And I love it. I love the texture of it. It kind of makes me look like an Among Us character. I actually have never played Among Us, but my old roommate Emma used to play all the time, and I watched her play, and it looks like one of the Among Us guys to me. The colors are from a pack by Handmaiden. It's the Casbah that I was talking about earlier, so there's some cashmere in there. I know I got a cashmere balaclava, kind of a big deal, what can I say? But the colors aren't named, but that's more of that citron by lichen lace around the edge here and at the bottom. The colors aren't named by this, by Handmaiden, because they pump out so much stuff. But what I was really proud of is that if you've done bubble stitch before, you know that the number has to maintain even. But I managed to do decreases while keeping at the very top, while keeping it looking kind of okay, and I'm pretty proud about that, if I'm being honest. I'm pretty proud. I might design this, oh, it's my design, but I might release this next winter if people are interested. I was pretty stoked about it. I love the texture of it, it's really fun, and I think you can have a lot of fun with the colors too, so I might release it, might not. Yeah. And last, certainly not least, this is my first finished Make 9 for 2022. These are my Mermaid Avenue socks by Summerly Knits, and it's a October 2020 Yarn Club from Through the Wardrobe Yarn Co. But it's supposed to be like the Secret Garden, which is so cute. I love how the colors work together. I think it's adorable. I reached the maximum amount of recording time, so I had to change things up. But anyways, great little color combination. I have another sock set coming from Selena, and I'm really excited about it. I don't know what I'm gonna make, but whoop, wee. But it's cute, no? yeah, so that's what I did this month. I only finished 4 things. That's okay. I did a lot of other stuff. And that's the podcast. We did it. We made it to the end. I'll probably podcast again in 2 weeks. I'm trying to do it like, kind of like 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 2 weeks kind of thing. Just kind of keep a good rhythm and not put too much pressure on myself. Hope you got some stitches in. Hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Bye.